Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Okay. Yes, sir. I think everything's working. So, hello and welcome to the stream or the video if you're watching later on YouTube. We last left off at a bit of an impasse. We're really struggling with this section of Lonesome Road. I have decided the flare gun is my best friend. And honestly, I feel like we're pretty ill-equipped to be dealing with the amount of Deathclaws that we are having to deal with. But I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I definitely learned a decent bit just from all of our failures, so I'm hoping this is the run we just do it, man. This can quit being such a pain in the butt. Okay, what other negative effects are we undergoing? Nothing? We're just 5 pounds overweight. Okay. Well, that's not good. Let's see what we can spare here. This character doesn't do a lot of crafting. I'm just gonna get rid of a lot of these crafting items. But yeah, I've come to see we really don't craft that much. Yeah, we don't need half of this. These Deathclaws ahead of us are gonna be rough. I know that. How many are there? Because we're not fighting the one that spawns if you go into the shed we're next to. So there's at least 4 or 5 in a pretty tight little area up ahead. There's 3 straight ahead of us. Got a bit of a plan on how to deal with them, but it's gonna take some herding. And then we're gonna switch to the laser detonator. Should be in the spot where it hurt them. How close together can we get this? That's the real question. And moreover, I think, yeah, we have a one of the big nukes. And you should be shooting. You could just do that. That'd be great. Let's try to get this guy in the leg. Man, he just don't want to go, huh? He's low enough, though. I'm not going to use another mini nuke on him. If you're tuning into the stream, welcome, welcome. We're just resuming our Lonesome Road playthrough here. Well, a Mr. House playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, but we're in Lonesome Road. already going a lot better. In fact, I'm gonna save. But yeah, no, I didn't announce this stream or anything, so I'm really sorry if you missed it and you're watching later on YouTube. But I'm just trying to put out more as far as the streams go. So that's why that was happening, or why I'm streaming right now. Sorry, once again, I stream when I have time, and many times it's when I'm tired or just woken up. Let's hope he doesn't already engage in that. Okay, good. I was worried he would like just already be trying to attack me. I like you in there. No, you could stay in there. Yep, right there. No. Don't you dare lunge at me. Oh! Y'all saw that, right? I about died. He's going for eating. No, he switched to me. We gotta have a 90% hit on it. That looks good. You know what? Screw it. Let's... How dare he still be alive? Oh, he's crippled now, though. That's good. Alright. I feel much better. Yeah. Yeah, I feel powerful right now. Why was this so hard in the last stream? I feel like we really were struggling with this. I think we were getting overzealous on exploration, and we weren't focusing on the actual fight itself and how to deal with it. Because yeah, there's still one more to deal with, and we don't have much in the way of being able to deal with it at this point. We used up a lot of our resources right there. Oh, hey, look, an ammo stash. Oh, we found this last time, too. That's right, the Survivor's Footlocker. Do I have... Yeah. I can repair with that, and then use that right away. Yeah, we're all good. Okay. Survivor's Footlocker. Got some military shipping crates as well. Just found some rockets. Got some more ammo. Let's do a quick check on what Edie has. We don't have any ammo for a few of these things. We might be able to use the red glare a little bit against this last Deathclaw. I don't think Red Rocket's glare is that good until you modify it. Once you modify it, it's a problem. Also, testing it out in Lonesome Road is very different from just getting Rocket Red Glare and then going back to the Mojave and unloading it on Powder Gangers. Because you're going to win that fight. Every time. We don't need that. Yeah, that'll save a good bit of weight. And I'm not sure that I want to use the flashbangs until we go back to the Mojave either. It just doesn't seem like they're the most efficient thing on the stuff in Lonesome Road. Also, I feel the same way about the H&H tool gun. Like, it's decent, but for very hard, we have to, we gotta try to utilize really high damage stuff like the Fat Man and sneak stealth really far away with the sniper. That's how I'd like to do it. Pulls out a pistol. No, the Little Devil 12.7 millimeter or whatever. It's really good. It's really good, unique. You gotta have the DLCs or whatever, but I feel like anyone playing New Vegas these days at least has those, if not playing on PC where you have mods and stuff. I think the first thing we gotta do is nuke him. We only have the one mini nuke left, but this is the last Deathclaw. Oh my gosh, jump scare.
We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire armor, but... No, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell the team to start disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Did Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? And I think I have an idea. How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
Man. So, yeah, this is the backstory on the iBots. And these ED units in particular. Because I do believe they're different than just a standard iBot. Standard iBots are, like, literally just flying radios. ED just has a lot more personality to him. I guess it was because of this upgrade at, or I don't know if it was at Navarro, or maybe it was Mariposa. They mentioned one earlier in the DLC, I just can't remember. We want to be nice to ED the whole time, because I think it opens up a pathway at the end with Ulysses. And see, like, he's proud of his creator and stuff, like his dad. That's cool. This is a good boy robot right here. He should have obeyed orders. Good soldiers follow orders. He's like, I would never do that. I would never snitch on you, bro. Don't you worry. No, ET, I don't want to hear your record. I love New Vegas for the dialogue. It is hilarious. Alright. I'm glad I had that talk before this last fight. We're definitely saving again. I think that was the problem too, is I was just trying to one-shot it. And to be fair, I'm just making sure that we have saves, taking those moments of time in between, because without doing that, I mean, yeah, this is rough. It's right behind that truck, yeah. Look at him over there. I forget what they're called, but death claws, why they're so unique in Fallout, really, is they were stripped from, they were making a D&D game, and there's a creature in D&D, I forget what it's called, but, oh, ED, please just be the bait, please just be the bait, yep, jump up here, take the shot. That one hurt me too. That wasn't good. Oh, we don't have any doctor's bags either, so we're crippled. It's a bad thing to be crippled. Ugh. Okay, hit him with the flare. That's all I got right now. Alright, save a few of those. Start hitting them with some actual damage. Come on, Edie. You do it. Kill the death claw. Yeah! See, Edie's a good boy. Alright, now let's finally get these collectibles that we couldn't get before. We'll stop up here too, and we'll listen to the Ulysses logs that we have collected so far in order. Partially because I feel like it's been a minute. Been a minute since we've gotten to talk to him. So there we go. I do have to go to work today, so don't know how long of a stream I'm gonna be doing in totality. We're only about 20 minutes in, so no worries, but just a heads up. I got some other things I need to do before I go to work, so it won't be a super duper long stream. But I think you're gonna see that more from me in the coming future, as well as kind of what I've been doing. You know, I'm trying to stream as much as possible right now. And I really missed it. That, like, month and a half or whatever that I was sort of gone. It was like something was missing, you know? I had been doing it for several months before that, like, routinely, so it was definitely different. Alright, the only thing we need from down here is a snow globe. So we're gonna go get the snow globe. Oh hey, look. Another Survivor Foot Locker. I'm kind of mad at it though, because like we just aren't using, we're not gonna use a silenced 22 pistol in Lonesome Road. You know what I mean? That's just irresponsible. We gotta leave something behind. Probably got some food items, actually, that'll take us down to where we need to be. We also have a doctor's bag, and I'll let my legs get crippled in this game any day of the week, but my arms cannot get crippled. That cannot happen. Oh, yeah, we're taking all this, actually. We're just gonna utilize Edie for some inventory management. I think. With okay, above me. So if I go down here, he should just regroup with us. Hopefully. If you guys missed it too, I know the party audio got a little weird, but it fit. It was a good horror fun time. This last stream we did was Pacify. We gave that a go. It was a lot of fun. We're not gonna use that. We're not gonna use that. Satchel charges can be of use. They can cripple a lake. That's really all I'd use them for. We don't need that other trooper armor. But we do need that one to go back on him. Okay, so yeah, we're fine on weight after I drop that. Good. I remember there being like some tunnelers or something down here too. How did we get down here before? Because it was different than... Yeah, we did something different. Right? I feel like we dropped down at the building. Or something. I bet we dropped down over here instead. Or maybe we just went this way. Food. There's a lot of hidden loot in this DLC. Because it was just a city that kind of blew up and everything went everywhere. Thought that would be a hollowed out rock, but it wasn't. Okay, let me remember. One of these buildings. For sure, one of these buildings. It was this one. This one has the snow globe, I think. Or I'm wrong. Either way, supplies are good. And that's what I love about Dead Money. You know, a lot of people that harp on Dead Money don't realize if you play the DLCs in order, Dead Money prepares you for Lonesome Road. In a really cool way, because in Dead Money, it's all about survival. You're picking stuff up because you need to. And then in Lonesome Road, it's like, you're not here to survive and loot. You're told that you can leave at any time. Like, you're told, hey, this is a tough place, but, you know, you can leave and come back. The Madre was nope, you're committing to a survival scenario. Welcome to Squid Games, you know? But the way that you have to play the game when you're playing through Dead Money is, you know, if you carry that with you afterwards, the mentality of like, oh man, there's stuff everywhere. I just have to look. Because it's true. This game is really good at just like, yeah, we're gonna try to hide something at every location that, you know, you may or may not find. It's part of what makes it fun. We will probably reallocate some ammunition. But so much alcohol. Alcohol's bad on a hardcore playthrough. Unless you have a lot of water. Cherry bomb. Okay. So this other building is the building we needed, and all we've done is set ourselves up to fight a bunch of tunnelers, I think. Ralphie! I pretty much memorized all of the items in the game that have, like, no weight as well. So you'll always see me loot that stuff. If it has no weight, I'm taking it. Or I have the perk that it like halves the weight of anything under, I think it was 3 pounds. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it was 3 pounds, so that's why these Nuka-Colas and whiskeys and stuff, they're only half a pound. It's almost worth taking them sometimes, I guess. I could sell them to the commissary. I have a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. There's a lot of them down there. Edie, you better just come on. Yeah, they still haven't seen me. I'm safe. Hey, I got a mini nuke. And that's what I mean. In Lonesome Road, if you play like it's dead money. Did I get a snow globe? I didn't get a snow globe. Look at me being stupid. Alright, there's one that's a little closer than the rest, but I don't think they're gonna find me as long as I stick to this building. Yeah, I am an idiot. I didn't get the snow globe. The whole reason that we came here. It's a snow globe. Snow globe. As we hear Edie drop. Edie, I don't know where you are, but they don't see me, bro. Alright, so I said we would stop and listen to a Ulysses log. We're gonna do that right quick. What, now I'm in danger? I don't want to be in danger. I quit. Yeah. Go away. Alright. While we're hiding from these things. Alright, so all in all, we have other logs, though, that we got in Old World Blues as well. So, the Old World Blues logs are 5 and 9. Okay, yeah. 5 and 9. So, let's listen to 16.
Big, empty. There's something hidden there. A crater. Past wind and sand. So deep in the desert, there's no turning back. Finding the crater was an accident. Was following the weather patterns. The divide sky torn like that. Man's violence, not nature's. That violence in the sky had a source. Tracked it, like following a river current. Left the colors to mark my way, like always. Case someone finds them, learns the pattern. The courier might. But I thought sand and wind would never end. Came to the crater. And there was an old world facility. A weather station, at the edge. Still raking the sky with electricity and generators. And beyond it, saw the rest of the old world hell there.
Okay. So, if you guys remember back to our Old World Blues, when we were doing going through that DLC, the is Edie gonna get me killed? Where are these things? I don't know if they're under or... Oh, they're up there! Okay, so Edie just came back to life, and he's gonna come back up here and start shooting them. But, no, if you guys remember back to our Old World Blues, we went to, I think it was like the meteorologist station or something. There's a weather station, and there's kind of an indication that someone was there and took some things. Sneaky beeping. Alright, now seems like a good time to save. We had made it this far a few times, but whenever we actually went to go down this road, I'm pretty sure we got blown up because I was moving too quickly and just running into all the bombs. So this time we're going to try to not run into all the bombs. See, I can't VATS them, so... I can't VATS them, and I can't disarm them! We're shooting them! That can't happen again. Okay, we're just gonna shoot him with this. Both my arms. Nope. I don't have... Wait. Hydra. Oh, we do have a doctor's bags. There we go. Well, we just used them all, so let's not get crippled again. But we can use a Hydra to essentially do the same thing. Need to heal now. Need to heal real bad. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. So, there's enemies over here. Ulysses says to go that way. That's what I love about it, is if you get yourself into some positions and you look around, like this is probably the best example, because white is typically, I believe, the path that Ulysses wants you to follow. Red is there's hostiles here. And I think blue means it's one of his camps. Or there will be loot, sort of a thing. So we're gonna save. And I guess we'll try to fight these people. But yeah, this is glad you guys are here to witness the struggles of Lonesome Road. And we are on very hard difficulty, so it's not any easier. This is probably the hardest time I've ever had. See, now there's blue inside of a red zone. They're using a chainsaw on my robot. Bonesaw. Isn't that the Spider-Man wrestler? I got you for 3 whole minutes. That guy. Bonesaw is ready. And he just kept coming, and he just kept coming. Okay, thank you, Evie, for coming back to life when you did. Crippled his head, so this should be easy enough. Dang! There it is. Oh, there's another one. He's gonna have to move to where he can hit us, which means he'll come down. I'm rocking a sniper rifle, so I think we should be able to get him with something. I just keep going back to this pistol, man. I like pistols in these games because of how many hits you can get in when you're in VATS. I'm getting better at this very hard difficulty thing, let me tell you. Yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. It's just really heavy. Yeah, so do we already have... Alright, we have 3 sets of that. It's a lot. I think it's probably about time that we probably need to do a inventory dump back at the Mojave and then come back into Lonesome Road. So there's another bedroll kit. So there's one on the high road, and then there's one in this little TP. I don't remember if there's one you can get in like the earlier area. If there is, I'm sure it's in somewhere where you absolutely have to work for it. But to my knowledge, you gotta get to the high road in order to get that. Oh no! My character is pretty much just living on buff out right now. we're just gonna have to take another one. Yeah, we got plenty of them. Oh, what else did we drink that gave us? Oh, we have a whiskey. There we go. Now we can move. There's a lot of good loot. I know I've been in my inventory a lot during this DLC, but there's just so much good loot. It's really hard to gauge what you do and do not want. Like right there, I needed that dirty water. Make me go around invisible wall. How much stuff? Let's see what we can make, actually. If I just... We don't need those 22 rounds. We don't need... What other ammos aren't we using? 5mm? Yeah, we're not using those. Oh yeah, we should definitely be making those. What else we got? Let's break down. How do we have more 5mm to break down? Oh, did I make 5mm? Is that what I did? Am I an idiot? 44 Magnum, I don't think we're using that. Nor are there weapons in this DLC that we're gonna get that are gonna make us use it, so. Yeah, we need those 12.7s, or whatever they are. Everything else. Phooey. Why are we over encumbered? We got 3 pounds. Man. What do I have that's 3 pounds? Probably a conductor, actually. No? No. It's definitely gonna be junk items. I'm keeping that Deathclaw 8. I want it. Duct tape. Good enough. I think that as long as we have a location nearby. Oh, we don't. Okay. What am I doing? I can't pick things up. I just did something bad. What did I do? Get rid of that radiation poison, please. Okay. No longer have radiation sickness. It didn't affect my weight though. Okay, so we're just gonna have. We don't need multiple pairs of this armor. I was gonna try to get out of here with a bunch because I'm a fiend, but whatever. Alright, so I think, yeah, we get up here. Where was that blue flag at? Right there. Why would he indicate a blue over here? Workbench, maybe? Maybe that's why? I don't know. Okay. I think I'm done messing around with that. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Like maybe Ulysses was just messing with me a little bit whenever he put that blue one on the building this time. Unless it literally just means like, hey, there's workbenches. In which case, it was very helpful. That crane is sick. That is a great environmental item. Just looking around at like the sand in the sky, you know. Okay, what's to the south of me? Okay. I never had to go over there in the first place then. Wait, what's that way? Is there more that way? There is more that way. Well, I just gotta see what's going on over here. Looks like there's a little nook in the side. Ah! Okay. Aha! More things that will weigh me down. No. Whoa. I want to know more about this. Who was that guy? What American was just hoarding some supplies in a cave? Okay, yep. Let's go to this next objective. Military installation. Any trespassers will be subject to trespassing will be prosecuted. It's hard to read. I'm moving on. You can kind of see the sky a little bit. They're gonna make me launch a nuke, whether I like it or not. Well, ain't that some stuff? This is a canon event for the Courier, is pretty much what the game's saying. Well, that narrowed down some weight. Oh, come on, take my ammo. Please, I need you to take my ammo. There we go. I don't know why it does it, but basically I just broke his encumbered capacity. There he goes, trying not to carry these 50 cals, but if I give him a low amount enough times, then I just give him them all. Yep. And yep, he's fully maxed. Let's go ahead and light the fireworks, I guess.
Good. You're back online. Listen to me,
What?
Eddie. If you stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay? You understand me? It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend. You'll have to fly very far. And fly very fast. Can you do that? I know you can. Be careful out there, Eddie. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
So you're trying to get all the way to Navarro? Isn't that an NCR territory? Looks like the missile hit somewhere on the other side of the divide. You think you could reach the location of the blast from Hopeville? That is, if you feel brave enough to explore ground zero of a nuclear blast. Which, I don't know. We might check out the Courier's Mile. That could be cool. It'll just depend on where we are on our episode count. Oh no. No. Every part of me hates this whole sequence. Is there a go button for the elevator? Yes. Oh my god! Nope! I don't even know what to do in this situation. Eating! They're getting me! I'm gonna die! I don't even know, man. I don't know what to do. I got auto inject syntax. Nope, I'm not. Ah, man. This is gonna be a harder sequence than the other sequences. The highway was not as bad as this is gonna be. This is gonna be pretty bad. Alright, so the only thing I can think is maybe we can use melee. Maybe we can use melee weapons. And the flare gun. Maybe. That's all I got. I don't know how else we're gonna do the damage we need to do. Okay. Yeah, Blade of the West all day. That's what we're doing. Whenever there's a lot of them, we'll use the flare gun. I'm gonna hang back in this corner where I'm trapped. Okay, so I don't know how to handle this. We have the technology. Alright, and take a good look at what I have that can prepare us for this. The Blade of the West kills the little ones fastest. Other than that, man. I don't know what to do. Need the flare gun. I don't know. Let's see how effective this thing is. See, I think it's trying to fool me. They're coming from the ceiling. When I shoot them, it automatically spawns them down here. I have an idea. Oh, it wouldn't let me open my boy. Oh, I had an idea. I don't like this. I spent the day installing 2 Tales of the Wasteland in Mod Manager 2 yesterday. That's what's up. I've heard a lot of great things about the Tales of the Wasteland. The 2 Tales of the Wasteland thing. That's the Fallout 3 / New Vegas and same like world space sort of a thing. Not world space, but yeah. You know what I mean. You get to play through the 2 of them. I think you get to pick like the order that you play those in. So you could like do Fallout 3 and then play through New Vegas as if you're the same guy, sort of a thing. And doesn't it like cross the what would you call them? Doesn't it cross over the assets so you can use Fallout 3 into New Vegas? So like New Vegas guns are in 3 and vice versa. Is that also the case? You get to take a train to New Vegas. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Yeah, I didn't know if it was actual cross asset or if they just like maybe you get to take the stuff from Fallout 3 into Vegas whenever you go. Because I know that's the one thing I really miss from Fallout 3 that's not in New Vegas is the Chinese assault rifle. I don't know how to get past this next part. I am convinced the Blade of the West can be helpful. Obviously the flare gun can do a lot. Do I just maybe I'll try to use the flare gun the entire time. I have a decent amount of flamer fuel. But yeah, man, welcome to the stream. Thanks for checking out our playthrough of New Vegas. It's a Mr. House playthrough, but at this time we're obviously in the Lonesome Road DLC. I still don't know what I'm gonna use to destroy these guys. I think, yeah, let's just try to use the flare gun the whole time, and we'll pair that with a lot of chems. I think turbo would be helpful too. So let's hit this, and then let's Pip-Boy, turbo, HMS gun. Get rid of these first few. Switch to the flare gun. And we're pretty much just gonna pop every single one of them that gets in. That just didn't register. That's fair. Okay, we'll go again. We're playing on hardcore and very it's the hardest version of this that you can possibly do. And I've had to play it very, very differently from how I've played in the past on a lot of sequences. Alright, this is the stage where it gets crazy. I don't know, earlier when we were doing it, it was like there were a lot of people here with us. Wasn't big on that. There we go. Okay, they die on their own. I just have to, yeah, just hide in this corner and hope I don't run out of flares. Oh, I didn't even see you there. What are you doing? So yeah, we're on hardcore, we have to eat, drink, all that. Enemies do way more damage, we do less damage, it's been fun. We made it! Let me out! Let me go! Alright, like, as soon as we get out here and discover whatever location, we need to immediately fast travel and drop off a whole bunch of things. Usually pretty good at these. Don't take too long typically. Just find a few of these to knock out some of the duds. See though, the first one that I clicked, it gave me an allowance replenished, so I just have to get really good at guessing this password. Alright, let's go with suspected. Nothing in that is correct. Okay. Well, I only have two other options, don't I? Gossiping? Okay, then it's gonna be dependent. And the 3 out of 9 that are correct are the ING. Look at me go! Disengage. Alright. I bet it wasn't even anything worth nothing. We got a dead guy. Oh yeah, he's got some stuff. Yeah, no, I'm still, like, the amount of loot in Lonesome Road is kind of crazy. Like, especially if you're not in here at a low level. If you're in here at a low level, it does feel a bit more like Dead Money. I couldn't imagine that might be the next thing I do. I might start doing, after we get through our playthrough, I might start doing just, like, challenge runs. Like, Lonesome Road at level 1, very hardcore. That would be... It's possible, but far from plausible. Like, success of completion. I bet you could do it if you, like... I could do it if I just, like, cheated a little bit. Made like, a really high intelligence character or something. Have we taken the stuff that improves our carry weight? It's called, like, strong back, isn't it? I feel like we have. I'm looking for anything that might increase carry weight. That one's not bad. I'm surprised I haven't taken that one yet. Old World Blues is harder than this? I don't know about that. Old World Blues... I think it just depends on your build, I would say, because I think Lonesome Road is designed to be hard just about no matter what your build build is, but Old World Blues is a lot easier if you're perked into energy weapons or explosives or something. Lonesome Road puts you in situations where it can be hard to utilize, say, you know, even the red rockets glare they give you. There's only so many situations in this DLC where it's helpful. Red Rocket's red glare's a lot better in other DLCs and the Mojave than it is in the DLC where you get it. I always thought Old World Blues was a consistent danger. It never felt like survival, though. Yeah, you're off on your own in this place, but it gives you pretty plentiful means of staying alive. It just the high-tech facility it is. It's basically the West Coast's Institute. Has always been my thought. Chem resistant would be nice, but 50% less chances. Now that one right there, my chem's lasting longer, that would be good. I think we're just gonna go with maybe Grunt. I've been using a lot more of those types of weapons. Sneak attack criticals. That's very true. I normally save up the 357 rounds before going into Old World Blues, so that whenever I get there, I talk them into giving me even more ammo for the dog gun. And I typically just use the dog gun until I run out. Either that or like the police pistol from Dead Money is a much better use of those 357 rounds. But yeah, I just try to pick like a gun with a really light ammo, like a good gun, but make sure the ammo isn't like super hard to get or anything. And I'll just go in with like 1,000 9mm rounds or something, and Vicky and Vance's 9mm, or you know, something like that. Typically is what I do. Basically like a throwaway weapon. Like I know I'm not gonna use it the whole time, but using that gives me enough time in the DLC to get ammo or just other weapons. Alright, we have a problem. Problem solved? No, not yet. We need buff out, and then our problem's solved. I really like all the DLCs in New Vegas, though. I believe I called Old World Blues my least favorite of them, but it's still better than any of the Fallout 3 DLCs. Was kind of my approach to the conversation. Like New Vegas's DLCs, they're beautiful because they all tie into the game at large that you're playing. Whether it's additional information or actual story tie-in, it does a really good job on that. Alright, I gotta quit looting. We gotta get out of here. Oh my gosh. The building forgot it was exploding while we were looting. How lucky. Oh, yeah. Locked doors. I love locked doors. No, I'm curious, what's your guys' like favorite or least favorite of any of the Fallout DLCs in general? I know a lot of people really liked Far Harbor for Fallout 4. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if it's my favorite. 4 is hard to pick a favorite in, though. For me, anyway. Why do I just keep keep getting more stuff. I already have some of that riot armor, I think, but yeah, we'll use it to repair the better stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna try to manage the weight with the ammo real quick. So this might take me just a second. Basically, I can make Edie carry any amount of stuff as long as ammo goes in last. So like right now he's pretty filled up on all kinds of things. But if we give him something light enough, check his inventory. Okay, he's still got 7 pounds to play with, so yeah, I guess we'll just start unloading the ammo on him. Alright, so it won't let us do the 50 cal, we gotta lower that. Oh, come on. How low do I gotta go? Only DLCs, Fallout 3, the Anchorage simulation. I think everyone likes the Anchorage simulation. It's pretty cool and has a lot of just a lot of stuff you don't see in other places in Fallout. Spaceship. Oh, okay. You're talking Mothership Zeta. Yeah. Are you talking Mothership Zeta or the spaceship stuff in Nuka World? But yeah, the mod with the Minutemen where you go and you take over, yeah. So Dead Money for you is the least favorite? What about Dead Money is like a big negative for you? I think I already, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, but as far as like Lonesome Road goes, I really feel like Dead Money exists apart from being a story about Father Elijah and kind of tying in a lot of assets, like Dean Domino, for instance. You see his poster, you obviously, you know, it's something that like you take note of as you're playing the game. But then you actually get to meet him, and it's like, oh, hey, this guy's a dick. But yeah, that's what I liked about it, was just the like the other DLCs, it ties in to the main game really good. Okay, so yeah, the navigation. I think that too is why Dean's area is set up the way it is. Like, he just has mines everywhere, and he's kind of, I feel like Dean Domino is supposed to kind of be that, like, be careful if you meet your idols, you know, because you never know if they're gonna actually be who they put themselves out there to be. And it's like, yeah, Dean Domino is just not a good dude. Alright, well, I'm not over encumbered, and Edie has my other stuff, so that's good. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to convince you Dead Money's good. I do understand why people don't like it. Over time, it's just happened to become one of my favorites to go into. And then in this playthrough, I finally did the sneak out with all the gold bars thing, and that was really cool. That was a really cool feeling, because it's so much money. What are you guys doing over there? You guys digging a hole? Oh, I don't approve of this. What are you doing over there now? Nope. I'm not gonna get to fast travel away with ED, am I? I feel like as soon as you exit this place, they take him. Oh, I I looked over at my chat. I saw you mess. Okay, hold on. I died. The pit. Yeah, so I really like the aesthetic of the pit. I gotta talk about it for a minute. I really like the aesthetic of the pit. But I completely know what you mean. Like, the decision of kidnap the baby so that the people there can be cured, or well, I forget what else you can do. You either kidnap the baby or something. Don't you just side, you either side with the raiders or kidnap a baby? Is that the options? I'm pretty sure that's the options. I don't recall exactly. I liked the actual Raider King. I'm trying to remember his name. Was it Asher or something like that? I really liked him. I liked that he was a former Brotherhood guy who saw the potential of the city, and I like that he's not just a raider. Bethesda's really good at just going raider and not going, oh, this is Sam. You know, like giving them a name, giving them, or even what New Vegas does. There are raiders, but they're not called raiders. That's too broad of a term. They're called fiends, they're called jackals, they're called the vipers, they're called the cons, depending on your, how you view the world or whatever. But that's my point, is you don't, in New Vegas, you don't view these groups as raiders. You view them as what their faction is. You view them as the coat of paint you were intended. I think I'm just gonna flare gun my way through this building too, honestly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Haha, you guys are scared of fire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where they take Edie from me.
Oakville.
Oh.
Before you. This is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work.
If the stream is behind for you, just click out of it and go back into it, by the way.
To the people here.
It should resync. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Fallout 3 is definitely an environmental game. It's less. I always say it like this: Fallout 3 is like being in a movie. That's how it feels to play Fallout 3. It's like you're in a movie, and it is very much reminiscent of kind of a alternate universe of Mad Max sort of vibe. Like Fallout definitely has that going for it. Fallout 3, I mean, uh, Fallout 3, and what I mean by it feels like a movie is, and you know what I mean if you compare it to New Vegas. New Vegas is like a choose your own adventure book. It's like being in a book. I don't know. There's something about being a protagonist in a book that makes it a little more broad for the character. Oh, we got a bot. We got a banned bot. There we go. Alright. I don't want to buy followers. I just want some people to talk to sometimes while I'm playing my games. No, we have a great community here. But yeah, and that's about the only thing I'll ever ban in the chat, by the way. Just for clarification, is if you're in my chat and you're posting just an ad for your thing or whatever, at least ask me, okay? I may say it's fine if you let me know what you're trying to do, but if it's just obvious bot behavior, that's gonna just immediately get banned. Yeah, like if you wanted to have a conversation about if you could do that beforehand. Moving on. What was I talking? Fallout 3 versus New Vegas. How New Vegas is a book. Yeah, cuz I mean, even whenever you start off in Good Springs, and I love the amnesia start that your character just doesn't remember when you wake up in Good Springs, like anything going on or what he's there for, sort of a thing. Whereas in 3, just in the intro alone, we can compare. In 3, you are born into a vault. You have a definitive canon dad and mom, and you grow up, and then the stuff happens, and you gotta leave the vault, and then you go out into the vault, and you go do a bunch of other things that are very canon for your character to have done. Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean, is there's just no wiggle room. Like, you didn't get to side with the Enclave. You didn't get to... The most evil you could do was, like, too evil, you know? You could go kidnap kids from Little Lamplight and take them to Paradise Falls, but that's a bit much for the average person, even that wants to do an evil playthrough, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and keep this dialogue going, though, with Ulysses.
You delivered a package. Had markings that matched those in the Divide. Not all, but enough. Military markings from someplace the Bear had savaged in the West. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home. Made you carry it.
And here's more confirmation. And that's what I wanted to say, is New Vegas does do those movie moments, especially in the DLCs, where they kind of define your character a bit more. But like right now, you know, you said my character was from the West, or brought that I brought it from the West, is kind of a like indication. Yeah, we're definitely the Enclave, the Master, first Fallout game. Ooh. So that's really cool. So there's like a Tale of Two Wastelands for the OG Fallouts into the New Vegas era. That is intriguing. I really like that.
It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before, or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos, they exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The divide skies became a graveyard.
Oh, we got half of our pass now. 3 out of 6. If you saw this happen, then how did you survive?
Should have died there. But now that I know you live, the machines here saved me. I was the only survivor, or thought I was. Your package, the message inside, awoke medical machines, close to the one that shadows you, began to build themselves. Then others. They only take what parts they find in the divide, never roam beyond it. Can't even leave the silos without a human to shadow. Like hounds. Maybe they saw the flag on my jacket, thought I was of America. If so, history saved me. A sign.
Well, okay. Oh, it's our Nexus. Yeah, I'll have to look it up and check it out. I am playing on Xbox and streaming from an Xbox, so that's primarily what I play on. I've actually never in my life played New Vegas with mods. My older brothers did, and I saw them do some really cool stuff back in the day. I also grew up watching a lot about Chess Breach on YouTube, and he did a lot of mod reviews and that sort of thing. So I know about it. I just haven't myself done it. Yeah, what was the package?
Machinery. Simple on the outside. Computer parts. Inside. More complicated. Was the only time I'd heard a machine speak in the divide. The only machine with a voice.
So, I've always kind of taken the assumption that Edie was the package.
You will. I'll show Mojave, Bear, and Bull the way of it. How couriers can break nations. What happened here can happen again. You already proved it. What you did in Ashton. The silo there.
So he's just like, you know who delivers nuclear codes? Couriers. Yeah. So I recently did get a laptop. I don't know if it's suited for gaming or modding or anything like that. I feel like I'd want to build a PC if I was going to mod New Vegas. Just for how much I would be trying to run on it. Because I would probably go a step further and actually mod it myself and just create. It would mostly just be NPC creation and that sort of a thing, or maybe faction creation in New Vegas. I've always wanted to do more with the powder gangers. There is quite a bit in the game that you can do with them or for them. I always try to. My typical New Vegas playthrough will go. I will either set it up so Good Springs survives and I'm still cool with the powder gangers, or I'll just go full powder ganger in the beginning, wipe out Good Springs, Joe Cop gets the town, then I go to the prison, I do their quests, and then I never do the last one where the NCR raids the prison, because I play the game because New Vegas doesn't have an end game. So I play the game to set up my end game world. So if you do the quest where the NCR invades the prison, there is a continual alarm in the prison that will never stop. There are holes in the walls, and it ruins the fortification, and nothing gets done about it. You don't come back and like they've rebuilt it and the alarms are off. So my knowledge of the game helps me do that, but that is how I typically play the game. I try to set it up so like, all right, I'm gonna lead a group of tribes. What are they? And then try to set those things up in the best possible way. Like if there's even one NPC I can save, and then like see that NPC appear in another place, then I feel good about my playthrough. PC versions of these games are better than the Xbox. Used to have a 360. Only playthroughs I do is NCR Ranger builds and Hunt the Legion with Boone and Edie. Boone and Edie is the OG NCR squad right there. And then you get the NCR radio and call in another guy. I love doing that. I like running NCR squad builds. It's the only time you can make it feel like Arma without the actual Arma mods. Why you gotta kill my Legion though? I like my Legion. No, I know the community hates the Legion. I don't though. I think they're really cool. I wouldn't care if the Legion became like a massive. Well, I get where you're coming from. I'm not saying like I'm for what they're doing, but I'm saying on a video game antagonistic level, they do really well as a faction in the game. They're one of the best antagonists in the Fallout series, and the short of it to me is that Caesar was a man of the West who went east to start his own thing, basically, with Joshua and Bill Calhoun. You don't hear much about Bill Calhoun. All that's said about him is that he was sent back west to kind of warn them of the coming storm. And then the whole time, the NCR doesn't care. They don't care. They're not taking about Bill Calhoun seriously. And the next thing you know, the NCR and the Legion both find Vegas about the same time. So here begins the Mojave War, and the NCR heavily disregarded the Legion's strength, and that's why there's such a stalemate. On top of, since we're in Lonesome Road, it's a great time to talk about the Divide. Without the Divide getting blown up, the NCR would probably have more of an even fight with the Legion. But as it stands, the NCR's the guys that, like without any courier intervention, the NCR on a strategic level with the Mojave are making all the wrong moves, and the Legion they're without courier intervention, it's primed out for the Legion to just do some shit. Which is why most people hate the Legion, because like it's set up for you to fight them. On every on every ending except for the Legion, you start off on the west side of the Hoover Dam, and then you have to march across and fight the Legion. The only one where you're on the east side at all is whenever you side with the Legion. It's also the only one where you actually get to like talk to the legate on more even ground, and just that experience is really cool. And I think that's what I'm saying is like the Legion, they're the Darth Vader of Fallout now, since New Vegas anyway. Like the Enclave was the Darth Vader of Fallout, but the Legion came in, and Caesar is such a fallen from grace character that is leading these fallen from grace characters. Every bit of it is wrong. Like it's a forced thing. It's nothing that is natural. But what he's done aren't a I don't know. I guess thinking about it like it's real life, I guess. What Caesar did is he took the impossible, he made it so, and he in his head is going to continue to do so. I like the ambition of it, I guess, and I like how devoted Caesar is to it, and I do like Caesar's end game for the Legion, that if he were to conquer the Mojave and then move on to the west, he would take the NCR and he would integrate the NCR and his Legion into an accumulation of those two cultures. So what you would have is you would have the capitalistic and secrecy of politics that the NCR has, and then you would also have the slaves still. You would have protected lands, protected roads. Caesar would use the NCR in a more efficient way than what the NCR is currently capable of, with their system of government being how it is. But that's all I have to say on that, probably. 4 years ago, we went to the real Good Springs, the real saloon. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. No, and that's the beauty of it is I don't want you to hear what I'm saying that's all pro Legion and go, "Oh, you're on that side, I'm on this side." I don't feel like that's how it is in this community. I feel like it's kind of a joke to the NCR guys when someone says they're pro Legion, and it's kind of a joke to us whenever you guys say you're pro NCR. But it's just two sides of the same coin, you know, because both of them have obvious issues and obvious reasons of, you know, positivity. Like the NCR is way better equipped on average than the Legion is on a one-to-one standpoint. That's pretty cool. They have access to helicopters technically and trucks and that sort of a thing. They have a whole mobilized division that handles like their armored vehicles and that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, the Legion, there's no talks of even them having horses. So
Didn't stop you though. Like carrying the chip in Vegas. Old world death in your hand. Pieces of the old world like that just need someone careless enough to take them where they need to
and
go.
that's completely
to
fair.
do their killing.
They're slavers, and that's why they're bad. Exactly. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that one bit. But that's what I was saying about Fallout 3 too, is like Paradise Falls, like they let you like kidnap kids and sell them to the slavers and stuff. Like that's so much worse and magnified to me than what they did with the Legion. You don't see the real atrocities of the Legion all that often in this game. There's Nipton. Nipton's definitely probably like the biggest example of the Legion atrocities. Literally because that's where you learn the term Legion atrocities. But other than that, if you look at, well, no, I guess, nope, you got Camp Searchlight as well. That was pretty bad. But those are all things that they did. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are dealing with all this dirty business. For the most part, they don't have you do anything that's too egregious on that extent. Like, you yourself don't have to crucify someone, and you yourself don't have to have a slave. But, yeah, there's definitely some stuff. Yeah, Caesar started out with the followers of the apocalypse, but they come from the west, so the followers go hand in hand with the NCR back in the day, where the NCR was located was where the followers were located. So whenever I'm talking about Caesar being from NCR lands and stuff, I am referring to when he was with the followers. I think it would be interesting, and this is why I think the Legion's so good, is if there were to be post New Vegas and the Legion is still functional, it wouldn't be in my brain, and this is probably just down the realm of fan fiction, but it wouldn't be the Legate or Caesar that's leading that Legion if it was still alive. There's only one other figure that's revered by the entirety of the Legion that could come in and swoop all of these tribes back into the same basket. And I think that would be Joshua Graham. Because as the Burned Man, he's even more revered in a way than Caesar is at times. Caesar made Joshua into an unspeakable entity, you know, and to the tribals, it's, if you look at what happens in to the tribals in Zion that Daniel and Joshua are, you know, a part of, the Sorrows already believe that God of the Christian and Mormon faith is just the Father in the caves, who is their God. So every time Daniel's preaching about God, the tribals are going, well, yeah, we love him. The Father in the caves has done so much for us. And Daniel thinks that he's doing his job by indoctrinating them into his culture. But all the while, you know, they're taking something else entirely from it than what you want them to. And I think that's what's happening in the Legion with Caesar and Joshua Graham. He made it so you cannot say Joshua Graham. So they say the Burned Man. They created a new figure, and everyone's terrified of that figure, terrified that he's going to come back, that sort of a thing.
All these roads you walked, these packages that you carried, think it wasn't your choice? Of course, it was your choice. You could have stayed in the Mojave, but you chose to come, couldn't let it be, not in you to let go. Came for no other reason than you were curious, restless, always have been. Had to know the why of it. Now, I'll show you. Your roads are not done. Haven't walked it full yet. Not nearly enough. The way ahead and below leads to the heart of the divide. And there, you and I, we'll have an ending to things. At the end of the divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. A new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Okay, so this is where we wanna try to fast travel back and store our stuff. Yeah, so the 18 months development time and the Legion story not being finished, since we're doing Lonesome Road anyway, I think that's a good time to bring up Ulysses and how he was supposed to be a companion. He was going to be a Legion sympathetic character, and you were going to meet him at Wolfhorn Ranch. There is a grave there for the companion version of Ulysses that would have been, and the only reason he was cut is he had like 80% more dialogue than any of the other companions, and that includes Cass, who had like, I don't know, 25% more than all the other companions or something. I'm just gonna stash everything we're not already wearing and then pick from the lot. So we're out of Fat Man's. We don't need those then. This next section is going to be a lot of fighting, so yeah. Not sure. We may actually just spend the rest of the time setting up for the next episode where we go back into the DLC. We're taking the nail gun. We're taking Little Devil. We're gonna take the Marksman Carbine. I'm gonna take those plasma grenades too. I think they'll be helpful. We might as well take, yeah. Okay, so nails, 12.7s, 5.56. Okay, so we're not utilizing any energy weapons, so we can get rid of a lot of those. We'll keep the flamer fuel so that we can continue to use the flare gun. But yeah, a lot of this ammo is just weighing us down. I don't know if the sniper rifle is gonna pan out, but we'll take it. Satchel charges still could be helpful. I think that's about it. Blade of the West is just so heavy. I don't think that it is necessary. The industrial hand, though, we'll take that with us. Alright, we're still pretty overweight, but it'll be fine. I just said I was gonna, like, go grab more items and blah, 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 but I guess I lied. But yeah, no, I think we all dream of a world where New Vegas had a little more time to be worked on. Oh, I'm hoping too this is gonna be episode 15 of our playthrough. Oh, we missed getting to see Ulysses. He was over there. But yeah, I don't want this series to run too much longer, at least this playthrough. So I'm thinking we're gonna shoot for around 20-something episodes. I don't want to go like I'm thinking 20, 22. We should be able to finish up this playthrough. And this is episode 15, I believe. So to give anyone that cares an idea of how much longer we're gonna be on this character in Fallout. And I'm not sure if we're gonna just start up another New Vegas playthrough when we're done with this one. I considered going to Fallout 3. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, but I considered just, once we finish this, doing a Fallout 3 playthrough. And then maybe come back and, we're doing a Mr. House playthrough, so maybe when we finish this, we do Fallout 3, and then we come back, and maybe I do a Legion or NCR, or possibly Yes Man. I feel like Yes Man is a bad one to do right after a Mr. House, just because so much of it's the same. They are right next to a nuke. Oh, there he is. I saw him. I thought we missed him. Oh, we got another Ulysses log. We'll have to listen to another one here in a second. We listened to that one earlier where he just talked about having been to Big Mountain. Now the only problem is, do I want to complete Fallout 3 before going to New Vegas or go back and forth? In my experience, it's better to just finish the playthrough of one before moving on to the other. Fallout 3 and New Vegas, that is the one thing. Them having the same graphical style, it does start to kind of blur eventually. It just depends on how long it takes you to do your playthrough, though, you know? I tend to take quite a long time when I do a playthrough, just unraveling as much as I possibly can, sort of a thing. So that's me personally. I really struggle with doing double playthroughs, or even with Fallout 4 and New Vegas, I've tried to do that, and I very much struggle with it. Alright, so this is the way that I gotta go. The Divide. Here, let's get that thumbnail real quick. Maybe. I can almost do it. Okay, I know what I want. Maybe. No, I'm not gonna be able to get that camera angle. Whatever. I might take the thumbnail from there. We'll see. We'll see. Now, sometimes you guys will see me stop and, like, do a pose. It's usually because I'm considering that being the thumbnail placement, or the thumbnail, image. Honestly, though, the nuke launching earlier in the video, that might just take the cake on the thumbnail.
Dad! Hey, Dad!
Dad!
Check out this robot I found!
Careful, Tommy. I've never seen a robot like that before. It might be dangerous.
He's not dangerous. Look, he's hurt. Can we take him home, Dad? Maybe Mom can fix him.
I don't know, son. What if someone comes looking for it?
Please? He looks so lonely. Maybe if Mom
Here
fixes
soon.
him,
Oh,
he can
my
help her
bad.
out around the
Yeah,
garage.
dialogue's happening.
All right, boy. But if he breaks anything, it's coming out of your allowance.
Yay! He'll be just like Ralphie. Only this one's not a toy.
So he found a kid that also liked this Ralphie show that no one else in the Wasteland has ever heard of. Illinois? Woo! What's a Chicago? I would love to get a, oh! New Vegas mod, so in Fallout 3, Stuff from New Vegas, repair weapons, which yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I wonder if I can hit that guy. Well, he's gone. I don't like when they disappear. Right now, I have the high ground. That's what I'm thinking. When I go down here, I lose that. It's gonna become a much different fight scenario. I found him. Now let's see if we can hurt him. Okay, there's gotta be a way to stay high up, right? That's what I'm thinking about right now. I can just stay up high. I might be able to get the shot I want. There's enemies over there now? What, like down there? That didn't do anything. Edie's gonna go get him for me. Good job, Edie. You go, girl. Oh, nope. New Vegas weapons in Fallout 3 would be awesome. I would love to have a 9mm pistol with a Chinese assault rifle or something. There's several combos that I think would be. Oh my gosh! Stop it! Stop it now! It hurts. Was it above me I was getting hit? I think it was. Oh, they're gonna try to blow me up. Been a minute since I saved. Let's just save now. That'll be good, right? You guys are just tuning into the stream. Welcome, welcome. We are doing Lonesome Road. Trying to get through it. This is my Fallout New Vegas Mr. House playthrough. Watch, and I hope you enjoy. I was posting content to YouTube afterwards. If you're interested in checking out the channel, you can find it through my Twitch channel. If you want to check out the YouTube. If you guys are interested in seeing more, make sure you follow the Twitch, YouTube, etc. And thank you guys for watching. Oh my god! Alright, let's just get into cover. Alright, we're safe. We're safe as houses. The anti-material rifle in Fallout 3 would be crazy. It'd be a lot of fun. Oh no! Shit. Ugh. Psycho. Medics. We're gonna need that medics. Let's... You wanna go, bro? Let's go. Come at me. Alright, the sniper off on the left is gonna be a problem. I have no idea what flashbangs do still. I never read the thing. What does it say, actually? Flashbang information. Deals fatigue damage, so it can knock them out, possibly. Reduces enemy weapon skills, and has a chance to frenzy tunnelers. Okay. So we could have been making tunnelers fight each other this whole time. That's good to know. This little devil pistol is really good. Really, really good. You gonna punch me? Don't you dare pick up a weapon. Alright. Huh. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me get a gun I can hit you with. If I just sit here and do this for a while, I'll win. Steady goes a long way with this thing. I just sit here and crouch and every one of these is hitting. They're just eating it though somehow. Missiles to the face, don't matter. Alright, one more pass on him and we're good. We just gotta heal. Got him. There still says there's two over here though. I don't see them. Oh, it's really. Slow-mo. Private Foster's personal journal. Oh boy. I'm good on all this stuff. I don't want any of it. I feel like another one of Ulysses' logs is in this region. No, it's this. Hey, more mini nukes. We don't have our fat man anymore though. So, don't think that's going to be very helpful. Oh! 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 Okay. I didn't see that there. Do we have any doctor's bags left? No, we don't. That's good. Love that. I guess they don't want us going up here. Let's do it anyway. feel like we're near the next ranger armor, and there's definitely a Ulysses log in this area as well. I think it's in that building that the two guys were standing on top of with the plasma guns. Is this not where the ranger guy was? I could have sworn. Oh, get out of my way, Edie. Yeah, I thought he was like hanging off the side or something of the window. Maybe that's further up. Because I don't see him. Thought it was right here though. Maybe it's just over here. Ah. Should have probably looted these guys a bit better as I was taking them out, but it's just the way it went. I guess we're gonna blow up this this warhead here. Whoa! Wow! The Kims were wearing down. Say I really just want to be able to get up here, loot these guys. Oh, they got a plasma defender and it only weighs 1 pound. This guy using the same setup. Yep. Oh, I love getting the 12.7 rounds. Okay, so where do I drop in at? It's one of these. I thought. Am I just on the wrong building entirely? Is it further ahead? Oh, yeah, it's that building. It's definitely that building. Are there any other missiles anywhere? Thought there was one sitting up in the rocks somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably wrong. Aha! So we're only missing one Ulysses log, and I am fairly confident I know which one it is. It's back towards the beginning. So before we actually get to Ulysses, we will have to, we'll definitely have to double back. That was a 308 round. Would have destroyed most of the robots your size. Well, no wonder you didn't make it to Navarro. Raiders, huh? Bit of a vibe change. Go through a building to get to a cave. Alright, I don't have much more time. So this is definitely going to be a save point. Did I not take... I didn't get the flare gun? I left my flare gun. Okay, so we've discovered this location. Okay, good. We've discovered this location. We'll be coming back here in the next episode. We'll be coming back to the cave of the Abaddon. But for the final segment here, I guess I'm gonna do one last fast travel out of the canyon, stash some stuff, talk to you guys for a little longer, and then I gotta get ready for work. Oh, look at our crippled. We look like we were in Lonesome Road. Oh, doing the brown pants walk right now. Alright, so I said we forgot the flare gun. We're gonna leave the brush gun. I don't think it's gonna do us that much. That marksman carbine was useless. It was like a 22 as far as they were concerned. What are we carrying that's so heavy? That's what I want to know. Stash that Deathclaw egg, that'll help. Because yeah, most of my miscellaneous items are not heavy anymore. It's gotta just be all the missiles, and I just picked up a Fat Man, so... I don't think we're going to use the shoulder mounted. I think we can save a lot of weight right there too. Alright, and since we are where we are, let's go ahead and go visit Doc Mitchell. It's been a while. Get some healing real quick. Maybe buy some doctor's bags and other essentials. Yeah, we're still gonna go over there and go to Doc Mitchell for our... We're gonna pay him to heal us, but let's check out the general store real fast. See what there is to see. Jet, wake up! You know this guy just has nightmares.
You looking to buy some supply?
Of the courier waking him up in his sleep to purchase some 22 ammunition. Alright, I don't think we need anything from there. Let's go ahead and get some fixer. Some of these foods that do more help than hurt. Turbo, I love turbo. Give me all of your turbo. Anything else in here? Worthy? Nope. Flamer fuel, I'll take all of it. I mean, that'll do. I'm gonna sell them the flashbangs. I don't think they're very good. I didn't see it do anything against the marked men. Like, I know they're pretty strong and all, but it's a flashbang. I should see some effect from that. Yeah. Do we still have that sniper rifle on us? I'm getting rid of that too. I don't think it's helpful. At least not right now. I think we have a few snipers.
Another satisfied.
At our house. Ugh. Alright, let's go get healed by Doc Mitchell, buy all of his doctor's bags. Yep, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm about to get mine going, go to work, have a good day, make sure my guys are all good. It's a good time. I might do an afternoon stream tomorrow. It'll just depend on what I have going on. Yeah. Like I said, I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. If not, just, you know, no matter what, I think this next Monday I'm going to stream the next episode of this. But the last New Vegas stream was kind of short, so I figured I'd play a little more of this. It was short, though, because we played Pacify that same day, so I only played New Vegas for like an hour 20 or something, and then... Oh, no. Cure my addiction. Please. I'm also hurt. Where are you going? I said treat me. Treat me. Okay, hold on. What else can you do for me? Radiation. I probably got some of that. But yeah, we played Pacify. You guys should check that out. Comment. Let me know if you guys want us to do more of that. The stream should still be up on my Twitch. Otherwise, check it out on YouTube. You can find me under the exact same name on YouTube, or there's a link on my channel. The YouTube is really where my focus is. Obviously, I do a lot of streaming as well. And we got some other stuff in the works that is coming pretty soon. Me and Frank have been putting together the last pieces of the puzzle to do our podcast. So if you guys are into anything nerd-like, geek-like, whatever you want to call it, I just call it cool shit. You know, we'll be talking about Star Wars. We'll be talking about Fallout. We'll be talking about, I don't know, The Walking Dead, whatever, man. We're down for it all. Come December, whenever Fallout Season 2 drops, we're going to definitely be having some very exciting kind of like after show specials on the podcast. We're also going to be having some guests on. I know if you guys have been watching my streams for a while, you've definitely heard of Press X to Jason. I've definitely shouted him out quite a bit. Plan on talking to him, getting him on, so you guys can get to know him a little better, give him a little interview for you guys, and just that sort of stuff. You know, we're gonna try to collaborate a little bit with this podcast and bring some other creators in that may have, you know, some opinions on some of the things that we're gonna be talking about anyway. You know, we'll get some Fallout guys when we're having our Fallout episodes. We'll get some Star Wars guys whenever we're talking about Star Wars, that sort of a thing. But yep, that's coming real soon. We're just working out the last few kinks on... Basically, it's what software we want to use and that sort of stuff. Like what the process is going to be for recording and putting out this podcast / talk show. I don't know. I don't know what you guys prefer. I think that I prefer talk show, or it's the same thing, but you know, little diff. Barton Thorne, why are you still alive? Alright, I'm gonna head back to Lonesome Road. Oh, enemies are nearby? I couldn't tell. Where? Where are these enemies that are nearby? I got something for them. Oh, this is an enemy that's nearby. What are you? Oh, okay. Alright. I think that's the enemies that were nearby. Can I fast travel now? Good. Very good. But yeah, got some really cool stuff coming in the future. I know in the past I've mentioned I am working on a game that is a much further in the future concept, but I am working on it. I'm excited for when that finally comes to more fruition, because right now it's some paper storyboard type stuff. But whenever I get that squared away, I can start coding the actual game itself. And it won't be anything crazy. I kind of want to just make something that is going to demonstrate more of a... what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to be kind of a preview of a actual game rather than be a game. So it'll play more like a movie. It'll be more of an introduction to this world. I guess I'm talking about like a playable video game trailer. Is kind of what I'm working on. It's less of a game, more of a playable indie game trailer. That might be the best way to word it. Alright, so I'm going to fast travel back to the Cave of the Abaddon. Which, that's a really interesting thing in the lore. If you guys look up Fort Abaddon, it was a location in the cut game, the cut Fallout 3 Van Buren. And if you guys are new to my streams, maybe you've never heard of that, but I like to talk about Van Buren. I think it's one of the coolest things that never happened. Oh, are we doing this? I don't know if I have time to do this. Edie, you better calm down. You better calm down, bud. I'm gonna save right here. This is right where the next stream will start. Yep. Absolutely. Alright, so final note before I go. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the stream, make sure to like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And, you know, just make sure, you know, if you like what you watched, set yourself up to see it again. I hope you guys enjoy this last tidbit where I get mauled by tunnelers. And I hope you guys have a great day, great week, great month, great year, in fact. And stay positive. You know, the going gets tough, the tough get better, or some type of shit. Whatever Grandpa said. But yes, sir, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure to check out the other videos on the YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with how Pacify turned out. There were some definite fun moments, and we even got a secret ending on the second level farm. So, if you guys are interested in horror, check that out. Otherwise, the rest of my New Vegas streams, videos are up on YouTube on a playlist, and this one you're watching right now on stream is going to be up there too, real soon after I end it. So I try to stay pretty up to date on posting stuff. Just got over a bit of a hiatus where I was gone for about a month and a half, just focusing on life and work and improving, progressing myself, sort of a time window. And I'm glad to be back and streaming for you guys. So I think that's about it for me. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this lonesome road. Thank you for taking it with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!